Have you ever wondered what silence can reveal about who you truly are? What if being alone isn't loneliness, but a powerful path to peace? And could ancient Buddhist wisdom be the quiet guide we've needed all along? Today, we're beginning a deep and meaningful journey. Live alone, live fully. This isn't just about solitude. It's an adventure into self-discovery, empowerment, and genuine personal growth. So find a peaceful spot, let the outside world fade away, and come along as we explore what it really means to thrive in your own company. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what can being alone teach me? Living alone doesn't just change the space around us, it transforms the space within us. Maybe, just maybe, the teachings of the Buddha, a prince who once walked away from everything, can offer timeless insights into how to find happiness, clarity, and resilience when we walk the path alone. In our noisy, crowded world, choosing solitude can feel intimidating. We often associate quiet with absence and being alone with missing out. But what if the quiet is where the treasures hide? What if, in the stillness, we uncover parts of ourselves we've never met before? Living alone isn't about feeling empty. It's about feeling full in a different way. It's a powerful chance to understand ourselves on a deeper level, to grow from the inside out, and to view life through a calmer, clearer lens. You see, when the noise fades, the truth begins to speak. That truth is yours. But how do we begin? How do we turn an empty room into a sanctuary of peace and even joy? This is where the wisdom of the Buddha gently steps in. Through his journey, he discovered how to sit with fear, embrace the present, and experience joy in the simplicity of being. His insights can guide us to become brave in silence, steady through change, and awake to beauty in small moments. In this video, we'll explore how to enjoy doing things solo, how to stay centered when the world shifts around us, and how to find light in life's quiet corners. So I invite you to take the first step with us into the world of living alone. Because this path isn't about isolation, it's about liberation. It's about healing, growing, and finding lasting happiness within yourself. Stay with us, because the next part of this journey, starting to embrace the silence, might just be the turning point toward a more peaceful, beautiful life. After taking the first step into solitude, we begin to discover that the silence we feared holds a gentle kind of peace. In this quiet space, we slowly learn to fill our time with things that truly matter, things that reflect who we are and who we're becoming. This journey teaches us something precious: how to become our own best friend, how to sit with our thoughts, accept them, and find joy in simply being with ourselves. We start small, setting little goals for our alone time. These moments become seeds of mindfulness. With every mindful breath, we begin to live more in the present and less in the past or future. In being alone, we also learn something vital: self-reliance. That strength doesn't always come from others. It grows quietly inside us, in the stillness. Creating a daily routine becomes a way to ground ourselves. Like a gentle friend, this structure brings comfort to our days. It gives shape to our time and meaning to our actions. Whether it's a walk at sunrise, a cup of tea at dusk, or simply sitting still, these little rituals bring warmth and rhythm to our solitude. As we get used to being on our own, we start caring for ourselves, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually too. We become more gentle with our inner voice, more patient with our pace, and more accepting of our ups and downs. we slowly begin to see that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. In fact, it's in the quiet that we finally hear ourselves. Meditation, a core part of Buddha's path, becomes our mirror. It helps us observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. We stop running from them. Instead, we sit with them. We see them clearly. And in doing so, we start to grow. This journey isn't just about facing fears. It's about transforming them. Just like the Buddha, who found deep truths in his solitude, we too begin to realize that silence can be our teacher. It shows us how to build inner strength, how to find joy in our own company, and how to live more authentically. Living alone, then, isn't a challenge to survive. It's an opportunity to thrive. It offers us a path to deeper self-awareness, self-care, and self-love. And these are the very foundations of a rich and meaningful life. But let's be honest, this path also brings us face to face with something most of us would rather avoid: loneliness. In the quiet journey of solitude, we eventually come face to face with loneliness, not as an enemy, but as a teacher waiting to be heard. When we practice meditation, we learn not to run away from loneliness or try to silence it. Instead, we sit with it, calmly, patiently, curiously. We begin to observe it like watching clouds move across the sky. We don't resist or judge. We simply notice. In doing so, something powerful happens. Loneliness transforms. It softens. It reveals hidden lessons about who we are and why connection matters so deeply to us. One gentle and transformative practice is metta, or loving-kindness meditation. It begins with offering warmth and care to ourselves, especially during those moments when loneliness feels heavy. We whisper kindness inward, not as an escape, but as a healing. And then, slowly, we extend that same kindness outward to others, near or far. This practice becomes a gentle reminder that we are all interconnected, even when life feels distant or quiet. As the Buddha once emphasized, having a sangha, a community, is essential. Today, that community may be online friends, support groups, or spiritual circles that bring encouragement and belonging. Knowing that we're part of something greater eases the weight of loneliness. It reminds us you're not alone in how you feel. Another beautiful way to navigate loneliness is through creativity. Writing, drawing, composing music. These expressions turn solitude into connection. Art becomes a bridge between our hearts and others who feel the same. Through creating, we share what words sometimes cannot express, and in those still, silent moments, we begin to notice something unexpected, a sense of peace. A peace so pure, it stands apart from the noise and rush of daily life. This peace can become a wellspring of strength, a soft place to land when the world feels distant. Loneliness also invites us to deepen the connections we already have. It's not about how many friends we have, but how true those connections are. A handful of honest, caring friendships can completely shift how we experience being alone. The Buddha's own journey through solitude reminds us that understanding our loneliness can lead to profound inner discovery. His wisdom encourages us to treat loneliness not as something to fear, but as a meaningful part of our human path, an invitation to peace, compassion, and belonging. Through this lens, loneliness becomes not a wall, but a doorway to deeper connection with others and with ourselves. Like every emotion, loneliness comes and goes, but if we listen, it leaves behind wisdom. It helps us live more gently, more fully, and more connected to the world around us. Now, as we take another step forward, let's explore a new chapter, the art of self-sufficiency. What does it truly mean to care for ourselves and build a life of quiet strength? As we continue building our self-sufficient life, one quiet realization begins to bloom. Caring for ourselves isn't just a task, it's an act of love. It's about more than just checking things off a to-do list. It's about nurturing ourselves, body, mind, and spirit. Even in something as ordinary as preparing a meal, we can find meaning. When we choose our ingredients with care and cook with presence, mealtime becomes a moment of gratitude. Each bite becomes a reminder that simple pleasures can bring great joy. Isn't there something beautiful about slowing down enough to truly savor what we have? Creating a daily routine can also help us feel grounded, but this isn't about filling every minute or living by a strict schedule. It's about finding a rhythm that gently balances work, rest, and play. A flow that supports both our responsibilities and our happiness. This balance becomes the foundation of well-being, a quiet rhythm that keeps us energized, steady, and content. As we settle into this independence, many of us feel drawn to explore new hobbies or pick up new skills. These aren't just ways to pass the time. They're opportunities to grow, discover hidden talents, and build confidence. Every new thing we learn becomes a stepping stone toward a stronger, fuller version of ourselves. But being independent doesn't mean doing everything alone. True independence is knowing when to stand strong and when to reach out. Asking for help doesn't make us weak. It makes us wise. Whether it's seeking advice, companionship, or just a listening ear, it's okay and necessary to connect with others. As the Buddha taught, life is best lived on the middle way, a path of balance, not extremes. Taking care of ourselves includes more than just physical needs. It means tending to our mental clarity, emotional health, and even our relationship with the world around us. Living alone encourages mindfulness. We start noticing how our choices impact the environment, how small acts of care can ripple outward. Gratitude becomes more than a feeling, it becomes a way of life. And from gratitude flows kindness, generosity, and compassion. In the end, self-sufficiency isn't about isolation. It's about creating a life that feels whole, joyful, and deeply connected. A life where we feel free to be ourselves and grounded in that freedom. This way of living, inspired by the Buddha's timeless teachings, reminds us true independence isn't just doing things alone. It's living in harmony with ourselves and the world. And in that harmony, we find something precious, inner peace. So now, let's turn inward and explore. How can we discover real peace in the quiet moments of living alone? As we continue exploring inner peace, we begin to realize that peace isn't something we find outside of ourselves. It's something we build within, especially when we learn to flow with life's changes. Change, after all, is a natural part of existence. When we stop resisting it and start embracing it, we uncover a quiet kind of power, the ability to stay calm no matter what's happening around us. Whether it's a shift in routine, emotions, or life circumstances, our inner peace becomes the anchor that holds steady. One of the most profound ways to reconnect with this peace is through nature. Taking a walk in the park, sitting beside a calm lake, or simply gazing up at a sky full of clouds. These moments remind us of the world's gentle rhythm. The rustle of leaves, the shimmer of water, the vastness of the sky. They all invite us to breathe deeper, slow down, and feel a sense of calm and connection to something greater. Another powerful step is creating a balanced routine, one that includes time for work, rest, and joy. It's not about being busy every moment, but about building in moments of stillness. A quiet morning tea, an evening stretch, or time to enjoy a favorite activity, all of these help create a life where peace has room to grow. Engaging in spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, or reading uplifting texts can also deepen our sense of serenity. These moments of stillness open the door to meaning, grounding us when life feels uncertain. They connect us to something beyond ourselves, reminding us that we're never truly alone. Inner peace isn't a destination, it's an ongoing journey. Every day brings a chance to learn something new, to grow a little more, and to discover a deeper calm. It's a daily invitation to meet ourselves where we are, with kindness and understanding. Living alone gives us the space and quiet to walk this path. It becomes a sanctuary, a place where solitude leads to self-awareness and serenity. Guided by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha, we begin to realize that true peace doesn't come from fixing the world around us. It comes from tending gently to the world within. And once we begin to build this peaceful foundation, something beautiful starts to unfold. Growth through adaptation. Because living alone isn't just about being still. It's also about learning to move, to shift, and to grow stronger through life's ever-changing rhythm. As we grow stronger through life's changes, we begin to understand something deeper. Adaptation isn't just about surviving, it's about evolving. Personal growth and transformation are not one-time events. They're continuous journeys that unfold with every sunrise. Each new day brings fresh chances to learn, grow, and uncover strengths we never knew we had. Learning to adapt to living alone is one of life's most powerful teachers. It shows us how to be resilient, how to stay balanced, and how to keep moving forward even when the path is unfamiliar. Every adjustment we make, big or small, teaches us something about who we are and what we're capable of. This journey of adapting and thriving teaches us a quiet truth. Every challenge holds a lesson. Every obstacle is an invitation to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we navigate change, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, we gain confidence. We become more grounded, more flexible, and more deeply connected to life. But there's another part of this journey that's equally important. Nurturing social connections. You see, living alone doesn't have to mean living in isolation. In fact, solitude can actually create space to appreciate and strengthen the relationships that truly matter. We often find that being on our own gives us a fresh perspective on friendship. We may reach out more, schedule time with friends more intentionally, or simply appreciate their presence more deeply. These moments of connection remind us that even though we're walking our own path, we're never walking it alone. Building a supportive circle of friends and family is essential. These are the people who lift us up, make us feel safe, and remind us that we belong. And in turn, we offer them the same support, fostering a mutual sense of care and inclusion. Joining a club, a class, or a group that aligns with our interests can also be a joyful way to meet new people. Whether it's a book club, a hiking group, or a community event, these spaces introduce us to kindred spirits, people who share our passions and energy. In today's world, technology can be a bridge. Video chats, messaging apps, and social platforms allow us to stay close to those who may live far away. A simple message can brighten someone's day, and ours too. Inviting friends over, sharing meals, or planning a cozy gathering at home helps deepen those connections even more. And when we practice active listening, truly paying attention, caring about what others share, we nourish our friendships with presence and love. Volunteering for causes we care about is another powerful way to connect. It brings us into contact with people who share our values, and it fills our hearts with purpose and joy. Remaining open to meeting new people keeps life fresh. While our existing friendships are precious, new connections bring new energy, ideas, and perspectives that expand our world. The real key lies in balance, knowing when to enjoy our own company and when to reach out. Both are important, and just like plants need sunlight and water to grow, our friendships need time, care, and appreciation to flourish. By keeping in touch with old friends and being open to new ones, we create a life that is richer, warmer, and more connected. Every message we send, every dinner we share, every laugh we exchange, we're weaving a beautiful tapestry of human connection. And from this foundation of connection, something else begins to blossom: the beauty of personal freedom. Let's explore how living alone gives us space not just to grow, but to fully express who we are. After discovering how human connection enriches our lives, we now arrive at a liberating truth. Personal freedom is one of the greatest gifts of living alone. This freedom gives us the space to truly explore who we are and what genuinely brings us happiness. It's like being handed the keys to our own private universe, where every decision, every choice, and every little experiment becomes a chance to discover more about ourselves. For the first time, we might realize how powerful it feels to shape our daily life exactly how we want it. From deciding what to eat, to choosing what to watch or how to spend a quiet evening, we are free from outside influence. And in that freedom, we begin to recognize our likes, our dislikes, and everything in between. We come face to face with the real us. Living alone opens the door to trying new things we may have never dared to explore before. Painting, journaling, learning an instrument, gardening, dancing in the living room. Each new hobby becomes more than just a pastime. It becomes a mirror, revealing new layers of our personality and sparking joy in unexpected ways. One of the most empowering aspects of living alone is having full control over our schedule. We get to decide when we rise, when we rest, and how we move through our day. This freedom teaches us self-discipline, while also honoring our unique rhythm. Managing our own budget, making decisions independently, solving problems on our own. These everyday actions build a quiet confidence. They remind us that we are capable, that we can trust ourselves. We're also empowered to chase our dreams without waiting for permission. Whether it's launching a creative project, working toward a career goal, or simply focusing on self-growth, we get to move at our own pace, in our own direction. Even our living space becomes a sacred reflection of who we are. From the furniture we choose, to the lighting, to the scent of our favorite candle, our home transforms into a personal sanctuary, crafted by us, for us. And then there's the beautiful gift of solitude, the quiet time spent with our thoughts, dreaming, reflecting, simply being, helps us uncover what truly matters. It's in these still moments that we connect with our values and beliefs, free from outside expectations. Taking care of ourselves, both physically and mentally, becomes a priority. We make nourishing choices, stay active, and learn when to ask for support. This self-care isn't selfish, it's self-respect. Embracing this freedom becomes an ongoing journey. We grow not just by changing, but by discovering more of what was always inside us. It's about choosing authenticity, living by our own principles, and creating a life that aligns with who we are. In the end, living alone isn't just about independence, it's about empowerment, the power to shape a life that reflects our truth, a life that's meaningful, fulfilling, and deeply our own. And from this place of authenticity, something quietly profound begins to emerge: contentment. Let's now explore how living alone allows us to find real happiness, not in what we lack, but in everything we already have. After embracing personal freedom and crafting a life aligned with who we truly are, we begin to uncover a quiet, lasting joy: contentment. Contentment isn't something that suddenly appears. It grows slowly, gently, as we learn to appreciate the everyday blessings that already surround us. From the warmth of sunlight streaming through the window, to the aroma of a favorite meal, to a quiet moment of stillness. These are the treasures we often overlook. But when we begin to notice them, our hearts soften. Gratitude becomes a daily practice, gently guiding us to see how much good is already present in our lives. Taking time each day to reflect on what we're grateful for helps cultivate this inner peace. It brings a sense of fulfillment and ease, a recognition that happiness doesn't always come from having more, but from noticing what we already have. Even small achievements, like completing a task, staying consistent with a healthy habit, or simply getting through a challenging day, can bring a powerful sense of pride and accomplishment. These victories, though quiet, are meaningful. They affirm our growth and nurture a more hopeful, resilient outlook on life. One of the most valuable lessons of contentment is learning to be happy in the present moment. So often, we chase future dreams, thinking happiness lies just ahead. But true joy lives here, in the now. When we pause to savor the moment, to truly taste our coffee, enjoy a peaceful walk, or breathe in fresh morning air, we connect with a deeper, quieter kind of satisfaction. Simplifying our lives also plays a part. Decluttering our space, releasing unnecessary worries, and focusing on what truly matters can bring clarity and lightness. When we let go of what we don't need, we make room for peace to grow. Spending time alone becomes something we cherish. It gives us the chance to dive into hobbies, follow our thoughts, and enjoy our own company. But contentment doesn't mean closing ourselves off from others. Staying in touch with family and close friends adds warmth and meaning to our lives. These connections, balanced with solitude, create a beautiful harmony. Another essential part of contentment is self-compassion. During tough days, being gentle with ourselves matters more than ever. Speaking kindly to ourselves, treating ourselves like we would a dear friend, helps maintain inner peace through life's ups and downs. Ultimately, contentment isn't a one-time destination, it's a daily choice. Every day offers moments to express gratitude, to slow down, and to find joy in the life we've built. Living alone gives us the space to nurture this joy from within, shaping a deeply fulfilling and peaceful way of being. And from this place of grounded happiness, we find ourselves naturally drawn to explore something even deeper: spiritual reflection and inner awakening. Let's now step into the stillness of the soul, where solitude becomes the perfect setting to explore life's deepest questions. As we journey deeper into spiritual reflection, we begin to understand something powerful. True fulfillment is not only found in quiet contemplation, but also in how we show up for the world. A positive mindset nurtured through spiritual practice brings us closer to contentment. But it doesn't end there. Acts of kindness, both big and small, become a natural extension of our growth. Serving others, offering a smile, lending a hand, or simply being present for someone in need. These gestures awaken a deeper sense of compassion and remind us of our shared humanity. This path of self-discovery is not a final destination. It's an ongoing practice, one where we're constantly learning, adjusting, expanding. And every step forward brings new insights and unexpected joy. Exploring spirituality while living alone can be truly transformative. It gives us the space to reflect deeply on what we believe, what we value, and how we're connected to something far greater than ourselves. Through mindfulness, time in nature, and meaningful conversations, we tap into a sense of sacredness woven into the everyday. And from this rich spiritual soil, something else begins to blossom, a life of independence and empowerment. Living on our own is like stepping into a grand adventure. It's a journey where we learn to rely on ourselves, make bold choices, and build the life we envision. And yes, it feels incredible. One of the first things we master is self-care. From cooking nourishing meals to fixing a leaky faucet, we become the captain of our own ship, navigating life by our own compass. We learn to manage our finances thoughtfully, budgeting, saving, and spending with intention. This financial awareness gives us freedom, the power to choose, to plan, and to build toward our goals. Keeping our space clean and comfortable becomes more than just a chore. It becomes a ritual. Whether it's tidying up or adding a personal touch of decor, we create a home that reflects our identity and brings us peace. Every decision we make, what to eat, where to go, how to spend our time, reinforces our confidence. Over time, this decision-making turns into empowerment. We begin to trust our instincts, stand firmly in our choices, and feel proud of what we've built. Setting goals adds direction and purpose to our days. Whether it's a creative project, a fitness journey, or learning a new skill, every pursuit moves us forward, giving life deeper meaning. And the best part? We get to follow our passions freely without compromise. We explore what excites us, what calms us, and what makes us feel alive, and we pursue it wholeheartedly. Facing life's challenges alone might seem daunting at first, but soon we realize we're stronger than we thought. Each problem we solve sharpens our resilience. Each quiet evening becomes a moment of reflection and rest. Yet even in our independence, we continue to value and nurture our relationships. Staying connected with friends and family brings warmth and support. Independence doesn't mean isolation, it means choosing connection with intention. This entire journey of building confidence, mastering daily life, and growing into our strength is a celebration of who we are becoming. Living alone isn't just about having space, it's about claiming our power. It's about discovering that we have everything we need inside of us to create a life of meaning, joy, and deep contentment. In conclusion, living on our own is a beautiful adventure. It's a time to learn, to grow, and to feel truly at home within ourselves. We find happiness in small things, pride in our independence, and strength in our solitude. Every day offers an invitation to rise with courage, to care for ourselves with love, and to appreciate the quiet beauty of life on our own terms. And even when we're physically alone, we're never truly alone. We are always connected to the beauty of the world, the support of loved ones, and the calm wisdom within us. As we wrap up this journey together, I want to thank you deeply for walking this path of self-discovery and empowerment with me. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Buddhism Seeds. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your reflections and stories. Your presence and support help us bring more light, peace, and inspiration into the world. Until next time, keep living gently, keep growing, and keep embracing the quiet power of your own beautiful path. Namaste.